There we go. Mwah. Mwah. It's all working now. I feel proud. Ni hao. Ni hao, y'all. Ni hao. Hello, everyone. It is... There we go. And he's there.
Yep. I am here, live and in charge.
Yes.
Well, not in charge, but yeah.
Welcome, everyone, to a very special stream. It has been over a year since I released my first commercial game, Arcanion, Tale of Magi. And it's when I say over a year, I thought I released it this month, but I forgot it was actually last month. So I'm a month late on this because I was planning to do this as a stream thing, but yeah.
Hey, you're busy. I'm busy. Hey, we're coming together now to go ahead and celebrate. This momentous release for both of us. You got Jmonius here. He's the full-on creator. He developed this game 100% himself, y'all. Graphics, programming. I helped with the music, and today we're gonna do a 1-year stream for you guys.
Exactly. Abstract and me, Jmonius, will go through the entire game and show you how it's done. Because y'all seem to think that this game is super hard for some reason.
Okay, to be fair, it is a fairly difficult game. But it's definitely not on the level of impossible. It does just take a good amount of, not trial and error, but a good amount of classic muscle memory, just like those classic arcade games or even classic platformers from way back in the day,
Yeah, like Mega Man or Contra.
Right. But at least, like, there's a save system. When you die, you don't necessarily go all the way back to the beginning of the stage, all that jazz.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to have it so you don't get overly punished. That's why I abolished the live system.
Right.
Yeah. Alrighty, without further ado, let's get this game started.
And of course, if anybody has any questions in chat, if you want to talk about gameplay, you want to talk about story, Jay's definitely going to be your guy. I know the story, I know the lore to a certain degree, but he's going to be your best guy. I'm the music guy, so
Yeah.
I'm definitely here to help with any music-related questions and also talk about, little certain aspects. You'll get some color commentary from me.
Yep. Yeah, your audio sometimes fades in and out, I noticed.
I don't know what's up with that, but that's okay.
Yeah, we can work through it.
Yes, here it goes.
It-
I remember the very first version of the title screen that you came up with. And
Yeah.
it was, okay, but when you showed me this brand new one that and helped you the logo and everything, yeah?
Yeah, Leo made this title screen, and when he showed me this, I was like, dude, this is fucking awesome! Holy shit! I hope I can't do things like this.
Yeah, like he did a fantastic job. Shout out to Leo,
Yeah.
time friend of both of us. He's a fantastic artist. You guys should check him out on Twitter sometime. Anyway.
Yeah. I'll definitely add a link to his Twitter once the stream is finished. All right, let's begin.
I could probably do that right now since you're playing. Let me.
Oh yeah, by all means.
Yeah. Let's see.
All right. Because I'm a real man, I'll play the classic mode, which is just the regular mode that I originally had. Perfect lighting.
There we go.
And it'll be mine.
So, Jay added casual mode because we did get a good amount of folks that noted that the game was a little bit too hard. So we wanted to, at least Jay wanted to go ahead and make something that was still accessible. So
yeah, so that way it's not overly punishing. Like, for the most part, the game is like the difference between casual and classic isn't too heavy at the beginning, but it's near the end where you'll definitely notice the changes take place.
Magic voice acting.
Dramatic finish.
Yeah, the starting area has always been, it's the classic staple of side-scrolling action games. This area is not too hard, but yeah, I helped do a little bit of play testing for this, and it was definitely, I definitely got to learn the stage inside and out. And again, just it sets the tone and the stage for the game so well.
What I should have done is not add so many jump areas for the beginning area.
I felt that the jumping and having that many jump areas in the beginning just kind of will prepare you for the challenges later on, because you put some challenges. You put some platforming challenge, boy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'm doing my little Hank Hill voice acting.
I'll tell you what, you're gonna make some mean. I don't know. I can't do Hank Hill very well.
Oh, don't talk about that propane and propane accessories. By God's green earth, I will make sure that everything is propane by the end of the day. My Hank Hill is trash, but it's serviceable.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness.
Here we go.
What? I don't know about that.
Not a lot of people do.
Oh, what the hell, man? Oh my goodness, that is... Wow, there's like no indication of that, so that's funny. You know what? Was it, I know Randy from the unofficial Pixel Game Maker Discord. Shout out to Ramsey, by the way. I know that he said that he's a troll. I feel like you're not a troll in talking with people. You're a troll, a little bit of a troll in game design.
Yep.
That's funny. Now that gives you a signature distinction. You know you're playing a J-Monius game.
Only one person actually found that hidden spot.
Really?
Yeah, it was a buddy of mine who found it too. I was like, oh wow, you're like the first person who actually found that hidden spot. Well done. Because he was testing. He wanted to test the tiles to make sure everything was working properly. And it's like, wow, you're like the only person that's done that.
The Goblin boss, this guy, he's not too hard, but man, trying to debug him was a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Especially the bridge scene.
Yeah, this was a pain in the ass to program.
Now, of course, if anybody's wondering why I'm a little bit behind in commentating, I'm actually watching the stream direct, so I'm with y'all in the audience. Well, I can hear a little bit of where Jay's actually at. That's the reason why you're getting a little bit of a delay. But yeah, I love how Lick is like, "What the hell are you doing? Like, you have a job to do, Magi. Just come on, just get it together already. I sent you to do this one job."
I always had to do that at least once, where they just where like
it's self-aware. It's self-aware humor because like reminded was like, oh yeah, his axe threw backwards, and he was facing the other way. Yeah, oh no, there's like worse glitches when we were doing playtesting. When we were playtesting, if you can actually get stuck at the very top of the level after the bridge explodes, and then the goblin boss will just flip his shit out because he thinks you're down at the same level as him, but you're not. You're not. So he'll just start floating away and shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. The goblin boss is probably the biggest pain in the ass fucking thing to program. Ugh. Yeah, and the axe throwing backwards. I remember that. Actually, yeah, it was you who pointed that out. Remated. He was the one that pointed that out the first time.
I see. Yeah, that dastardly masked stranger with his power level that's over 9,000.
Hooded frickin' freak! It's nothing but a hooded freak! I hate that hooded freak!
Ah. My goodness. I think out of all the songs that I've composed for this game, if you were to go ahead and put a gun to my head and tell me which one was the favorite one to come up with, it's going to be the stage select screen.
Yeah, the stage select is definitely really good. It was really made, really well made. I also like quite a lot of them. I like the mountain theme too.
The mountain theme was definitely that one was actually pretty challenging for me to come up with. I was like, man, what sounds like a mountain? What makes me sound like I'm actually going through a mountain area?
Ah, shit. Whoops. Come on, you made the fucking game, Monius. You should know all this stuff by heart. Let it be known. Even game makers can fuck up every once in a while.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I remember troubleshooting my own game. And well, actually, I don't think I've ever died to my boss. Other people have though, which I'm like, I thought I designed that first boss to be pretty fucking easy, but what do I know? I guess. But yeah, no, this minecart level
is infamous.
I still have nightmares about this level. Like, Donkey Kong Country has nothing on this. Okay? The minecart levels of Donkey Kong is child's play compared to this.
Yeah.
So let's talk about casual mode real quick. Like, with casual mode, did you add a little forgiveness for that area?
Oh, definitely. Like, there's less areas to jump, and even for this section too, I added a platform in between the one and the one up here, so you can be able to it's less punishing.
Gotcha. I'm assuming you added this for both that particular section of the minecart ride and the later section.
Yes.
There you go. Let's see. It said, not from personal experience because I haven't made a game, but I've seen it happen. Yeah, that can. Yeah, it can definitely happen. Let's see. Yeah, this level, the mountain area itself, not that bad. It is, it's the minecart sections. Those minecart sections just wreck everybody.
If you want to compare, have you played Mega Man X5?
I did play X5 a long time ago.
Squid Adler or Volt Kraken, his opening area was like a ride chaser, and you would probably lose 90% of the time as a first time. You'd be completely caught off guard. That's sort of the same feeling as this level would be.
Yeah. I'm vaguely remembering that. There was other ride stages as well in other Mega Man games too. They weren't as bad as that one for some reason. But yeah, no, that makes sense now.
Though it wasn't my intention to have it like how X5 did it. It was just... I just randomly, like, when I had the idea for this level, I was like, you know what? I want a fucking minecart area. So I immediately done that. I even tweeted it too. I was like, here, learn my minecart shit! Ah, fuck me. I can't hear you there. Oh, there we go.
I'm gonna probably see it in just a second. Ooh. A damn axe throwing goblin.
Those guys were a little tough.
You made that axe throwing goblin harder, actually.
I did?
In recent updates.
Yes. Before I had it like just set to a set throwing pattern, but it was High Blitz who pointed out, I was like, he's so easy to kill when he keeps throwing in the set pattern. I was like, okay, I'll make him hard if you want. And so I did.
It's been a moment since I played this, but yeah, I remember definitely being able to get past that. But I thought that being able to like figure that out was like a good reward to get past that particular enemy. But I mean, hey, it definitely adds to another level of challenge. Yeah, I could say that slopes are a little weird in Pixel Game Maker as well. Reminded. It can be a little bit weird. It just depends on how you set these at, and of course, your overall level design, screen aspect ratio, and whatever. Arcanion is at a 4:3 aspect ratio, so I'm pretty sure if it was more like a 16:9, the slope would probably not be as weird.
Yeah, I think the other part of it too is just the way I made those boulders. If anything, I would like. What I could probably do for like a future update / bug fix is change how the rotation for the boulders go, so that way it doesn't look as awkward as if it's spinning in midair when it's going down a slope.
Gotcha.
Because in my sequel, I have it doing just that. I have it rotating like an actual rotation thing instead of having it in like different frames and all that.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, that'll probably definitely make that look a little less, I don't know, just disconnected from it actually like rolling, so that'll work. Yes, the double jump ability. You can't have a side-scrolling platformer without double jump these days. You just can't. And if you do, you're breaking the rules. Like rotation, yeah, there's like several different methods and ways you can do like rotation, of course, because you can do like, wait, what? What?
Oh, the kid. Yeah, it's a secret room. The legit way to find it is if you have one of the other skills equipped that helps you find hidden rooms and shit. But once you like know how to do it beforehand, then you don't really need it. So it incentivizes a second run through the game when you know where the hidden rooms are, so you can like try and speed run the game that way.
Oh, that's true. I never. That's the one thing I've never been able to actually finish the game because it's so hard. It definitely made me look soft. Like, I played Dark Souls. I beat all 3 of them. But this game, I don't know. This game just.
Funnily enough, I've never played a Dark Souls game.
You've never played a Dark Souls game?
I've never played a Dark Souls game. I'm more just sticking to the classic type hard games like fucking Ghosts and Goblins and shit.
Oh yeah, the hard arcadey stuff. Alright, so that's welcome.
There's like 2 different ways to get that chest down there.
Yeah, using the double jump to get there definitely is one of them. Though to know that timing.
The initial plan for that was to use the charge ability to do that, but once again, the same buddy who found the what was it? The hidden room in the prologue level, he he tried the jump method, the double jump method, and he made it, and I was like, wait, what? That works? Wait, that's good. There's 2 different ways to get it. I'll take it.
Yeah, never playing Dark Souls. I mean, Dark Souls, especially like, what my suggestion is, I would say, don't miss out on that experience. I think that as an experience in of itself, Dark Souls is a very great game to play. My suggestion would be to get a guide, follow a guide, and play it like that, because it is arguably one of the more enjoyable action games to play nowadays. Especially just the amount of customability you have with creating characters and builds. I would say don't pass it. Give it a chance. Especially the Dark Souls Remastered. I hear that's great. Dark Souls 3 was fine. I like Dark Souls 2, and I'm probably gonna get slapped by a whole bunch of Dark Souls 3 fans. Dark Souls 2 to me was better than Dark Souls 3. Just saying. Oh yeah, this damn Harpy boss. I mean, Harpy boss. It's not hard. I just love the Harpy's reactions. Like, who the fuck went ahead and threw that rock? God damn it! Who woke me up? I'm asleep, and he's like, he did it.
That it was my first idea for a boss idea for this. It's like, I have to at least do that fucking joke. I was like, oh, this person did it.
It's like a classic Simpsons joke. Like,
yeah, exactly. I had to at least do it for one boss in this. She did it. It wasn't me. I'm innocent in all this.
You know, one of my favorite play styles when playing Arcanion, actually, what I like to do is, because you can go back to every area, right? I would actually grind for gold so I can get the strength ring, and then that just makes things a lot more bearable and DPS down like bosses and other enemies fairly quickly. So it's kind of like a glass cannon build for me. But yeah. Something to consider for all y'all that are having a little bit of struggle with this game.
This is another theme that I just find myself listening to pretty frequently.
Oh yeah, the shop theme. Oh yeah, I love the rhythm that I developed for that track. It is so good. That's a good one too. Yeah, you guys are gonna hear it in a second. Let's see this. Whenever I'm doing the live streams of video games, so I'm always like, I can never really see what's going on from your end. It's always like this split brain type of thing for me, where it's like I'm in the future, but I'm also in the past at the same time. It's like, what?
Fuck, the powering breaks this game in half.
Oh yeah, like I said, that's like, you designed the way you went ahead and gave options like that. It definitely speaks volumes to your overall game design on this. It's fairly flexible. People think like this game is super duper hard. It's not super duper hard. It's challenging.
That's what I wanted it to be. It was like, I don't want to have to hold the player's hand when going through a game. That was my number one thing that I wanted to make sure.
I do like the forest theme as well. Like, I like the melody that I came up with this.
Yeah.
Oh man. Dude, you say that you feel like you shouldn't have added so much jumping in the first stage, but nah, I disagree. That prepared you for all the challenges that are to come.
I definitely like how I did this area with all the forest backgrounds and shit.
Yeah, no, I'm actually like one of the striking things that I do like about this is, you know, about the graphics of this game is you have really nice parallax scrolling effects here.
Yeah, this was the game that sort of got me into spreading tiles, so it was definitely an experience all around for that.
You never spreaded tiles until this game?
I never spreaded before I started working on this, or spreaded tiles, I should say.
Okay. So you've always been like doing like character art and things like that, but you know, doing cool like backgrounds and stuff like that. That's an new experience for you.
Yeah, it's all new to me. So I just like I just looked at like references for the most part. Like if you take a real hard look at this level alone, you'll see a lot of parallels with Plant Man stage in Mega Man 6.
I was wondering if you got that idea from like a Mega Man game in general. I know they had a Plant Man at some point.
But for like the enemies here, like the little pink-haired Mandragoras, the inspiration for their designs was based off of an enemy from Tales of Fantasia.
See, I never finished that game. I started it, but I never got to finish it.
Although I kind of cheated a little with like a lot of the enemies I used in this. Like a lot of these enemies I use here in this game are based off of my RPG games.
Oh, so do they share like the same similar? I think they do, right? They share like similar lore, right?
Yeah.
There we go, man. That's what's up. Everybody in the cinematic universe these days. But hey, that's what's up.
Although technically this game in my RPG series is set in 2 different universes. There's only one connection between the 2 games, or between the 2 universes, and it's focused on one character between that connection, which is shown in this game, and I'll be showing it off along the way.
All right. It said I have the Game Boy Advance version ad. Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, this level's more straightforward to do than the other one. I saw a lot of people get their asses kicked by the boss here.
The Mandragora?
The Alron, yeah.
I gotcha.
I even remembered that, what was...
got my ass kicked at this boss, too.
What was it? The creator of Castlevania, Symphony of the Night and all that, when he went during that contest thing, when I got the notes from him, he said that that this boss was way too hard, or something like that. It was like, oh, you should make him easier. It's like, fuck that! Are you crazy?
You kicked my butt too. Egason actually was like, this is too fucking hard, yo.
Yeah. Hyblitz lost his shit at the fucking mountain level. Like, he was legit getting mad too, man. I was just going, oh well.
Yeah, Jay actually submitted this to the Pixel Game Maker contest, like the very first one, a long time ago.
Yeah, that was.
And that was when it was celebrity judges. I think like Pixel Anmia was there as well, judging for Studio Pixel. And yeah, Ida-san was also a judge for it, which was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely really cool to see the creator of Cave Story and Castlevania being present for that.
Yeah, exactly. The water level, was very soothing. I think we based like the music we based it off of Centaur Man stage. I want to say from Mega Man 3.
Centaur Man. Yeah, it was like inspired by Centaur Man and I can't remember the other ones.
Yeah, but basically, yeah, this one was also to create. It's so calming. It's so soothing. It's definitely one of my favorite chiptune tracks I've composed.
An intentional semi-exploit, but yeah, for that.
Shit.
You'll see it in just a second.
Oh, shit, yeah, because the damn turbines definitely would be kind of a... Oh, yo, I thought that was. Oh, I did not know you could do that. Okay.
I probably should fix that, but at the same time, it's like, no, that's too cool to do. That's too fun to do.
Yeah, there's like, you gotta fix all the glitches. You gotta fix all the glitches. Some glitches, they're fun. Just leave them.
Yeah, like originally when you grabbed a power up, if you were jumping, as soon as you grabbed the power up, you could still continue the move, but you'd still do the animation of her getting the thing, so I could like speed run and get the power up. But I found that if you move to the next screen too quickly, it'll break the game, so I had to fix that.
Oh, yikes! Yeah, nah, yeah, that's. You totally have to fix that one. And essentially, Jay, what you're doing right now is that you're pretty much showing everyone like the best version, like I should say your recommended playthrough if you want to like get almost damn near max everything. Like this is the play for the levels you should go in.
Yeah, this is the recommended order. This is that shortcut I just did there. You'll see it in a few seconds here. That Highblitz did that, and I was like, oh, I didn't even think of that, because when I show the intended route is like the normal way, but doing that's like a good speedrun tactic.
Right. Yeah, and speedrunners to me are amazing. Like the way. Oh shit! What? I just saw that. I just saw that shortcut. Like what the? Wow! I'm shocked. Yeah, the way that's the brain, the speedrun, how they work, fantastic to me. Like just absolutely fantastic to me. How they can figure out all these little routes. Oh damn! And the tackle can definitely get you past that area without a problem.
Oh yeah.
Damn spikes. Damn instant death spikes.
That's gonna be your worst enemy in this game.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. Like I said, the backgrounds are definitely, I think, like the graphics are NES based, but I feel that the backgrounds, like the parallax backgrounds, are definitely the strongest aspect of this game visually. Because it just conveys such like grand, kind of like sped out, I'm trying to find a word for it, but it's such grand vistas that, it conveys a sense of epicness to it. It really does. To me, at least.
Yeah. Well, as soon as I noticed you could do like that, like I remember games like Shovel Knight did stuff like that too. So it's like, if they can do that, why not me?
Absolutely. Shovel Knight was really good with backgrounds and just overall graphical presentation for essentially what it takes to just a simple Nintendo style, so. I know my game Eating Gamma is kind of like, it's not an NES vibe, but it's a little bit more advanced than that. The Kraken. Release the Kraken! Sorry guys, I had to do the joke just once.
Release the Kraken! Funnily enough, I did that exact line in my RPG game. Where one of the characters like, oh, so what? Some big giant monster's gonna show up? Come on, why don't you go ahead, release the Kraken, do it! And then a Kraken shows up.
I gotcha. Oh, reminded to grandiose. Grandiose, that's a good word. That's a great word to describe the feeling that Jay's backgrounds in this game really gives you. It's like a sense of grandiose, like something bigger, grandiose feeling. You're still trying to find me, huh?
And then when you beat the first 3 levels, you'll get an option to buy another health up.
Oh yeah, because you don't need them.
Oh, I won't need them.
You don't need them. I'm talking about
everyone else will.
Shoot.
in hindsight, I probably should have had like an actual theme for this, but at the same time, it works for the setting.
Oh, yeah, it really does. I when you like the example you gave me, because the majority of the soundtrack, folks, like where it was composed, how it was composed, Jay gave me some examples of kind of like feelings in other like songs that he wished to kind of like invoke the similar feeling based off of that for a level or whatever moment or event we got going on, right?
Yeah.
So, definitely the example that was given was the intermission scenes from Kirby Superstar.
Yeah.
Where,
yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah. And I definitely love that game to death. Kirby Superstar, it's like masterclass in 2D side-scrolling action adventures. I felt it was perfection back then. I still think it's fucking amazing today.
Fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember the exact thing I would do. When I was playing this, I would go out and buy the ring that would double your gold, your gold outfit.
Oh, yeah.
And then I would grind for gold. Then I would have like a stupid amount of gold to just buy everything in the store.
Well, that is an interesting way to go about it.
Yeah, that's definitely a way that people looking for an easier time in the game definitely recommend that strat. It still won't save you for some of the more difficult platforming challenges later, but at least enemies won't be as obnoxious to deal with.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, look at you showing up! I just caught that clip. You went ahead and go dropped into the spikes. You went ahead and just yeeted that shit out like.
There we go. Can't let that gold expire. Gotta go after it. Yeah. Actually, I don't think it actually expires. It only expires if you can move out, go away from the screen. Like move to a different map or like section or whatever.
Right.
Because I always hated that when you like a power up drops and then you like miss it because something is in the way. It's like, no, fuck that.
Yeah. I was never a fan of that either. Kind of the sandy beaches with a little bit of some cave formations.
Perfect lightning. Yeah, for some reason, like just having that, it was like a little quirk that for the hooded thief guy. Like whenever he makes like a jump and lands somewhere, he always says perfect landing. Like the inspiration for it is in the stupidest thing. There's this video that was made on a Source Filmmaker called Turbulence, and near the end, this guy's head flies off after like everything blows up. And then it just lands on the ground and he just says perfect landing. And I don't know why, it just clicked.
Initially when I saw that, I thought that the hooded intruder here he was giving off some like Travis Touchdown vibes to me for some reason, especially with just kind of like announcing things like that, like perfect landing. But that's interesting. That actually comes with a Source Filmmaker short.
Yeah, you can. This is the only boss fight you have the option to win or lose.
Okay.
So you can lose, and the game will still go on.
So you hear that? You hear that, folks? You can lose this fight and be okay.
Yep, it's the only I added like so many new things like you don't really see very often in platformers. Like when I can't even remember. Like I think Mega Man X was like the only one where you can lose technically, but at the same time you can't really lose.
Right. It's definitely a trope that I've seen pulled off more in like RPGs.
Oh, definitely.
So you definitely brought that trope over pretty well. But yeah, I always felt that this backstory was like so tragic, and I love the way you presented it, especially the lighting on that cave wall from the fireplace, and of course, Magi having to take a final stand with the unknown person, which, of course, people, if you're watching this, expect spoilers.
Yeah. That's a definite. Expect spoilers, since I'm going through this entire game from beginning to end. So.
Yeah. Also, if you're part of the stream, please throw this stream a like. Go ahead and hit the like button if you're liking what's going on. If you like the commentary we're throwing down here. We're excited for this game. We're excited for the sequel. And more, just as excited, this is also getting Japanese localization. So our friends over across the Pacific will be able to go ahead and play this and be able to understand everything. So that's exciting for us as well.
Yep. I'm looking forward to seeing their reactions when they play this. Our overseas bros.
Yes. Yes.
Or our Oni, our One Sans and Oni Sans, I guess. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. What are you thinking? Why would you try to face off against him like that? Now, a cool thing about the soundtrack is that the soundtrack, guys, is currently available on Bandcamp, currently available on Spotify, Apple Music. It's actually everywhere. And I actually did a special version of the soundtrack specifically for direct release. They actually all have different endings. They actually all have like finite endings and a little bit of different mix and a little bit of a different arrangement versus what you normally hear on the game version. So, like Stage Select actually was the one track that received the most changes because that was actually lengthened. Like it's only like a minute loop or something like that, but I lengthened it out and gave it a little more character and add some more stuff. The Floating Island stage is also another theme that I was really proud with.
A lot of people actually like this theme.
Oh, really?
Even like some of the testers really enjoyed this theme.
Yeah, this theme was also another melody that was fairly hard for me to come up with, but when I came up with it, it just clicked like that.
I remember the inspiration from this theme was from the Tiny Toons Buster Bust Loose theme.
Yeah, that was a great track too. And when I was listening to that, I was like, okay, how can I come up with this feeling? And I just put together some chords, put together some arpeggiated phrases and all that jazz. I'm not super big on music theory. I know I get in trouble and I use like extra tools to help out, but for this part, I wanted to kind of invoke that feel, and thank goodness for Scalar. Scalar is a great tool for any musician that's trying to get started but doesn't know a whole lot of music theory. highly recommend that plugin. I cannot gush about it more. Those Tengu guys are so fucking annoying. I hate those guys.
If you take a closer look at them, they look like Dr. Wily.
Now I can't unsee it.
I purposely made them look like Dr. Wily.
That is, and with the fucking, with the eyebrow raise and everything too. Oh my god, why didn't I realize this a long time ago?
When they do the eyebrows, they'll fucking charge at you.
I thought they were just being cheeky bastards. My goodness. This Griffin was kind of a pain in the ass too. But yeah, like I said, for anybody getting started in music, I recommend Scalar. And that's pretty much how what I did to compose a lot of the tracks here. Now, another thing about the soundtrack, I actually composed the majority of the soundtrack within 4 months.
Yeah,
like, this
that
is
was
the
actually
fastest turnaround that I've ever done on anything.
That was incredibly fast. It helped me a great deal too, especially when doing like the later areas.
Yeah. Of course, unfortunately, due to all the stuff that's going on right now, I haven't been as fast with the second sequel. But hopefully, now that I got my situation in order, I'll be getting back into it. And yeah, Jay, we'll talk offline about next track and all that, so I can, instead of what I'm gonna do this time around, I'll probably start composing tracks as you're making the levels this time around.
Yeah.
And get the tracks out to you before you make that level, I should say. Before you make that level, get the track to you so that way it's like, boom, ready.
That was weird.
I'll probably see you in a second. See. Dr. Wiley Griffin's genius. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a Chad tier move right there. I think you should add like death conditions for the enemies as well whenever they sit on spikes.
Oh, if they like hit the spike, then they die or something.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I did that for like some enemies in the sequel game.
Okay. That would, if anything, it would keep things consistent between both games.
That fucking thing's persistent. Fuck!
He just wants to give you a hug. The wing ring.
Which increases your double jump.
Ah, yes. I do remember getting that ring.
Let's see if I can get it. Nope. Ah, shit!
Did you die?
Yep.
Womp womp.
It's a pretty tough to get chest. You get money from it, but fucker.
Ooh, motherfucker. Yeah, you son of a beach.
Albert Einstein demon things.
Einstein demon things. I'm pretty sure like Wally's design was partially inspired by Albert Einstein, which is kind of fucked up if you think about it.
Yeah, it was Dr. Wily and Dr. Light were inspired by Thomas Edison and Dr. Albert Einstein, yeah.
But it's like both of them, and like both of those people, as far as I'm aware, were not like evil people, right? But at the same time, it's like Thomas Edison being relegated like as a protagonist, sure. But Albert Einstein? I just thought about it. I'm not gonna say it on stream. I just thought about it. Never mind.
And for arguably the hardest boss in the game.
Which boss?
This guy.
I'll probably see it in just a second because my memory is trashed. I'm gonna tell that to everybody.
What was it?
My memory is
one streamer
trash.
actually contacted me because he was like going, "Dude, this boss is so fucking hard. How do you beat this guy? Shoot him? Dodge?
Shoot, dodge, whatever. You probably tap to do it.
Fuck. Whenever he does that, whenever you jump, he'll jump into a thing, and he does it like 3 times. He is nerfed incredibly heavily on casual. This is one of those instances where you may need a potion.
You know,
There we
this
go.
point, if you're doing everything correctly, you'll have a lot of health. So yeah, if you got all the health, now I'm recognizing that this dude is nothing more than just like an amalgamation of Guile mixed with Ryu from Street Fighter. Like a lot of the moves that he literally does a sonic boom. Sonic boom.
Yeah,
Oh,
in casual mode, his defense is like dropped by half, and in that charge move that he does, he only does it once instead of 3 times.
I see.
So yeah, he was greatly nerfed. Wait, Magi, there's something you forgot to do.
Got always the victory sign.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's see. Let's head on back. One thing that I wish that Pixel Game Maker would employ would be the ability to help us change button prompts in game based off of what controller is connected.
Yes.
I really wish they did that.
I also recently made a request that they have like a language option based on like if you're putting text in, depending on the language you have will determine like the size of the text, etc., etc. Because like this game's being translated, it came with a couple hurdles that I had to overcome too.
Oh, yeah, because of the font choice, right?
Yep.
Now, did you originally go with bitmap font for the English version as well, or did you use TrueType?
I used a different type of font for the Japanese one, recommended by Bellamy, and what was it? And I just used one of the default fonts for the regular for the English version.
Oh, okay. So we'll essentially when the Japanese localization is released, you'll be able to still be able to switch between both languages directly in the game, right?
Yep.
Perfect. Now, I do like the melody I came up with this one too.
I actually enjoyed making this level because I had a very clear idea on how I was going to make this one.
I can imagine. It definitely has a lot to it. And especially the disappearing blocks is a good touch. I just love the power-ups you came up with in this game too. Aura Mine is definitely one of my favorite ones. Next to, of course, double jump ability. It can be pretty powerful, and you know, I remember Axiom Verge, you know, had the little drone thing. It reminds me of the drone thing from Axiom Verge.
I haven't played Axiom Verge yet.
What? You never played it?
I haven't played it, no.
Man, you need to play that. Like, you talking about the next successor for Metroid, it's like, yeah, it's this game.
I heard he's making a sequel as well. Or did
It's
that
already
already come out? Oh, it already came out, shit.
Yeah, it's out on Nintendo Switch, and it's out exclusively for PC on Epic Game Store for a year. Which, fuck the Epic Game Store, I'm not going to buy anything on that.
Yeah, I don't trust the Epic Game Store very much.
Let's see. Oh, there's another helicopter flying above my place right now.
Oh fuck! I get that all the time. I get that more during the night.
It happens during the night more than during the day as well for me, but you know, living in the city, I guess. Ghetto bird, whoop whoop. The mummies, the skeletons. These are definitely, essentially, Magi is essentially an Indiana Jones type right now. And Indiana Jones is definitely not about respecting the dead.
Hey, you're not wrong there.
Y'all fancy to do some tomb raiding? Well, everyone wondering how to get this chest. Oh, okay. So you just use the double jump to get that one. To get the heal potion. Mine. Let's see. Hey, Demetrio!
Hey, Demetrio, how's it going?
It was good to see you.
I actually liked the way I did this boss.
We found a heal potion. Boss wasn't too bad. Sand Golem wasn't too bad.
I had the hardest time trying to think of a way of how to damage the core or whatever. It's like, what should the core do? Just stand there for 2 seconds, or just bounce around like a fucking spaz?
Right. I think keeping it stationary or giving it a little bit, you can make it like go crazy with the bouncing. But I thought that the bouncing was pretty cool. And it gives us a whole bunch of character as well, you know.
Oh yeah. And now we have found that girl 3 times, which means we can go for another skill, and which leads to an optional boss fight.
Ah, yes. I'm looking forward to seeing that because I went ahead. Like out of all the tracks for the game, folks, like I said, the majority of them, which was 23 of them, were composed within 3 months. Jay actually had me compose 3 more tracks, which of course, you know, was after the fact, but you know, certainly I had a good flow for it. Part of the delay with the sequels soundtrack is that I'm trying to come up with a sound that's not just derivative of the original game here. Trying to come up with something that's brand new. With a little bit of Super Nintendo influence, but I'm not trying to make it like strictly Super Nintendo influence.
So it gave us 2 incentives to want to come back here, because if you saw earlier, there was one section we couldn't get to right away.
Yep. Because you didn't even have the wing ring equipped at that point. You couldn't get it.
Yeah, you need the mine in order to get that chest there. But if you also have another different ability, which is the thing that lets you see through walls. Here we go.
Kaboomy. I keep forgetting. What is the max health you can get in this game?
10, I believe.
Ah. Plenty of health.
Oh, easily. But this guy does hit like a truck. Instead of taking away 1 health, he usually takes 2.
Ooh. Nature posts. She keeps finding me. Oh, now this is a surprise.
Luckily, I have some heal potions in case things get dire.
Oh, yeah. Because this ain't casual mode, baby. This is regular mode.
Damn right.
I love this track. Anyway, I love all the tracks in this game. Like,
let's make this fair. Let's make this a little more fair.
Everything.
Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Nope, nope. Okay, I don't trust myself. Oh, oh, oh. Shadowlands.
Damn. So many fucking... Like, you almost kind of made this bullet hellish. I feel like it's almost like a bullet hell, especially with the damn lances coming out of everywhere.
Nope. There we go.
This is a cool boss fight.
I'm not used to fighting like this. Where I'm from, we fought with a more strategic mindset. So this all feels new to me. I'm used to fighting in turn-based battles. None of this action stuff. It's sort of a jab at turn-based RPGs, but these two are from the other universe that just happened to land in this universe. Due to circumstances. Or a parallel world.
That's so awesome, man. This is dope. Oh my goodness.
Don't think you're all that just because you beat Master. If we weren't in this situation, he would have mopped the floor with you. He's the greatest, and he's destined to rule the entire world. Just you wait.
Now, is Dorian like a villain or an anti-hero? Like, what is he?
He was originally a villain turned anti-hero. Yes.
Okay.
And like that, you can now fire laser beams.
That seems a little overpowered.
I'll show it off in the next level.
Nice.
Save just in case.
Magi just learned the aura laser just from osmosis, just interacting with those guys.
Alright. That's weird. Have to take a quick look at that. Anyway.
I'll see it in a second.
I'll have to take a look at that little issue there. Never did that before, so that's unusual.
Clock Tower is also another level that I highly enjoyed composing.
Yeah,
I
this was
definitely had a lot of Castlevania vibes.
I also love speed running through this level.
Well, then you kind of laid it out. It's like it's got you know, you gotta wait for the beams to come through, right?
Yep.
But there's ways to kind of speed things up even in these instances, except for the very first area. That you still have to wait for it to come there. You gotta watch out for them damn instant death spikes, though.
Yep.
Even I know that some people have had issues with the spikes. They used to be a lot less forgiving.
Yes.
You could get used to, you know, play testing before Jake tuned it. You know, you could just like barely touch the side of it and you'd die.
Yeah, it was incredibly unfair, so I definitely had to readjust that.
Yeah, so be thankful, folks. Be very thankful.
Those things also help reveal those ghosts when they're in that little specter form, so it makes it easier to kill them. Because those are very annoying enemies. So I'll go grab those coins anyway.
Now with Auracite, since you get that in the Clock Tower level, this is where you would go through, you know, go back through the level and essentially go back to all the levels, find all the hidden passages, so that way you can find that hidden secret boss area, yeah?
Yeah.
Just for our audience here.
I don't want to go too crazy on the speed running.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because I might just die and just screw it all up. Alright, let's see here. It's more easier to speed run through this level in casual than it is on the regular mode, though.
You can imagine, I'm pretty sure on casual you've you've taken away death spikes in most areas probably.
Yes.
And of course added some more platforms so that people, you know, can get up on things easier.
Yep, that's exactly what I did for here. Listen, you. Get out of here.
This game can be completed within 2 hours, 2.5 hours, if you know everything and you speed run through. On your first playthrough, yeah, this is gonna at least take you anywhere between 3 to 5 hours to really beat or get close to beating. I'd say maybe 6, but you know, I've always been a believer that game length doesn't necessarily determine much. It's all about how did you feel throughout the entire experience, and playing Arcanion, you know, you definitely got those seamless adventure that, you know, you're not going to be able to find anywhere else, you know. It's got a lot of familiar little tropes here and there, but for the most part, it's a touching story about family at the end of the day, actually.
Yes.
Kind of tragic too, but anyway, that's getting ahead of myself. I'm loving the auto captioning from you know, on YouTube. It's actually pretty good, but I'm seeing with pickups and stuff like, for some reason I thought I said turkey twice or something like that. Like what? Like turkey. What do you mean by that?
Alright, now for probably the bitch part of this level. Most will probably just wait an eternity for the things to go back down and go back up. It's a longer process to get through that section, but you can get it in one setting if you're fast enough.
If you're fast enough.
I still like the toughest platforming challenge in this entire game is still like near the end of the game. That gauntlet is. Fuck you, Wraith.
Wasn't
You have a good
intentionally.
idea what you're doing.
Yeah.
Just keep on shooting, get him. This is the last stage, and now we're into the end game stages. Yeah.
Yep. The quote unquote wily levels.
Yes. Yes.
But you can still go to the shop and all that.
Oh yeah. Go to the shop, get prepped, get all the potions you need.
I might need one extra just to be safe. Fuck it.
Now it's end game. You might as well just spend all the cash you can.
I don't need the other items. One's what? I guess I should explain the other rings, the other items. This is mostly cosmetic. It just unlocks another option, lets you read more on the profiles on every character. This turns your regular shot into 3, so it'll be more like a spreader-like shot. And this one just decreases the damage you take. That's it.
Which,
I don't need it.
you can only have like one ring active at a time, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, you can only have one aura skill equipped and one regular equipment equipped at the same.
I see. And for those that are joining, maybe you can delve a little bit of details about that, maybe of the sequel game. Since all these beautiful people came through to check us out and all that.
Well, the sequel takes place after the events of the first game, and you're just pretty much. It's a. I don't want to spoil the game too much.
I mean, is a similar system going to come back?
In combat, I've enhanced the combat a lot more, where you can actually like chain like a lot of your skills and stuff. Like for an example here, like you can sort of chain your slashes here, but in the sequel, there's a lot you can do a lot more frequently with like not just like your sword. You can do it with like a bunch of other shit too. So it just keeps the momentum going.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's definitely where you want to take combat in the future. That's dope. That's real dope. And shout out to 3X Blast. I see you in the chat. Thanks for coming through, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, we're just we're the end game level. Getting over this game inside and out, so we can speed run the hell out of this. Now, I really love the Arcanion assault scene, mainly just because of anything else in the Purple Game Maker community has been able to do this yet. I think, Jay, you're the only one that's done AI teammates.
Yeah. Actually, there was a Japanese developer that made something similar.
Oh, okay. So you got that off the Japanese developer.
No, I think I was the first that did this in PGM, but I think it's been done a few times, like in a platformer where a character joins you or whatever. I'm not sure like where it originated from. Though.
Yeah. In general, of course, that ain't like the first thing, but I'm mainly talking about like Pixel Game Maker community.
Oh yeah, I was the first.
That's the engine that we're using, folks. That's the engine that this game was developed on. So great little starter engine, you know, great for beginners that have any sort of action games before. Gladly recommend this for anybody starting out, especially, you know, it goes on sale fairly frequently now, because it's been out for a couple of years. So highly recommended. It's always getting updated bug fixes and features as well. They're still looking at stuff. My voice is a bit hard to hear. Yeah, unfortunately, my setup is kind of like in flux because I just moved and yeah, still trying to figure everything out and get things right.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. I thought the thing cut off on you.
Yeah, no, there we go.
Yeah, one of the streamers who played this said there was a glitch that occurred during this segment, so I had to fix that.
Most of streamers, you know, best streamers, you know, finding glitches and telling us developers how to fix them. Yeah, I'm not too sure why it ducks down like that, to be honest. I'm still, like I said, this whole entire system I have right now is in flux. I dug my mic out of the box today.
It was a bit of a last minute idea that I was planning to stream, so.
It's way, you know, it's all good. It's all good. But this is also one of my favorite tracks because this track I got direct inspiration from yes, the Technodrome stage.
Say that again?
The Technodrome stage.
Oh, the Technodrome stage.
Yeah.
Huh. That's an interesting. From which version?
From TMNT 2 on NES.
Oh, okay. I'll have to take a listen to that to see comparisons.
Yeah, the Technodrome stage. Technodrome stage actually was an inspiration for this, and I also believe what is it called? The next level, actually in the Final Fortress. I think I also used that for inspiration as well, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, those jellyfish, or man of war, I call them. They're the only ones that can be able to take 2 parts from you when they're in their electrified state. So be careful when you approach them. A lot of people have a hard time with this puzzle, but the solution is really simple. Just do that.
I fucking kept on dying every time with this shit.
Sometimes the easiest solution is often the simplest.
Fucking overthinking about it. But then you gotta get those crabs and chat of like, I can't fly on you. If you know, you know. That's why you know. Making sure that I'm talking into the right side of this mic. Ah, damn code-headed mics.
The next section after this is where most people will like. One of the streamers who was streaming this, he had like the worst time in this area, and I was watching. I was like, man, this guy's just getting destroyed here. Like, I can see why. Like, that's sort of inspired why I was like, maybe I should make a casual mode. This area is a little bit bullshit.
Microphones, who needs them? Right?
Yeah, I'm glad I abandoned microphones. Those things are just like, ugh.
Especially if you get the cheap from that.
Oh!
That's it. I say that because that's exactly what I did. I'm a cheap bastard, folks. Just don't be me. I'm a cheap bastard.
Oh, fuck my life.
Oh no, she died.
And we're back here.
It's gonna catch up. It's gonna catch up on my side. Just streaming with that straight into it. I don't know how that does. It's like, it would be cool. It's really terrifying. We just go ahead and just telepathically just throw our thoughts at each other. That sounds kind of violent. It's actually the last level, very last level that people are complaining about. Because it's like, stick wires in the brain and it's a computer. But no, the last level, it's definitely the level that makes people rage quit. And you'll see in a second.
Yeah.
It'll be fine because you have an understanding of the timings and everything. Everything else, you have to figure out.
Yeah, I definitely had to do a lot of changes for the casual mode run for the final level.
Oh yeah. Now, doing casual mode stop you from seeing like the final ending, or stop you from like being able to do any. Is there any restrictions against when you use casual mode?
Ah, fucking hell.
I'll see what happened in a second.
Those are definitely one of the more annoying enemies that they put in the game, is those fucking dragons.
Oh, absolutely. But, are there any restrictions on getting the final ending or anything like that from using casual mode?
No. It's just, if you want an easier time, play on casual. No, there's no prompt saying, "Hey, you beat it on this. Now go play it on a harder difficulty, you pussy."
like those old school fucking NES games. Contra is so notorious for that one. Like,
Yep.
If you want to become on the hardest difficulty, homie.
If you want a good ending, then play it on the hardest difficulty, you pussy.
That's essentially what Konami was doing at that time. You fall for that. It's like, that's all right. I'm not tough enough to beat this game.
No. I played a few Contra games. I don't think I played it. I beat any of the NES ones. I did beat the SNES one though, and Contra Rebirth.
Let's see. I played accessibility to a game. It's called Direct Blast. I think a nice way to add accessibility to a game is just have a slider for how quick you can run, like set it to 70% speed if you have a hard time, and set it to 130% speed if you think it's too easy. That actually is a really good suggestion. I think Thomas Happ implemented something like that, or actually I think he implemented damage sliders in Axiom Verge 2. So like you can affect how much damage you receive and how much you give out versus enemies. And yeah, it's like the main mode is the hard mode. That's a good suggestion though through X Blast. That's something I know for my game, I'm still exploring like how hard I really make it and how difficult I make it. I think it's gonna be on I'm gonna try to do it on a pretty strict curve. It'll get as time goes on. But yeah. to fix it or not fix it, but beat the game essentially. Sometimes it can be that easy. Yeah, exactly. In general, he was okay. Like he's not super hard. He has good tells, so I doubt you needed to even with him in casual mode.
Yeah, I didn't have to change anything for him. More plot.
Sure you can.
I love that the Shoryuken. I'm so glad I added that.
In Arcanion too.
Yeah, it's in the sequel too.
Nice.
There's also like extra elements, so you can change it into like a fire Shoryuken.
Right. I see a lot of games now too. I mean, just getting stories, spawns on the spot stuff. That's actually that is something I haven't noticed lately. It's like, just give me the game, just give me the story already. I'm actually doing something like that. Like one guy saw that jazz. Jim will probably use that against the last enemies very soon. No, I do, because you're kind of going through the dialogue pretty fast.
Yeah.
I don't think like it's mild sport and you can read super fast, but for those that don't read fast, well, so that you go buy and play the games.
Yeah, I apologize for going through the dialogue too fast, but worst case scenario, if you're very interested, you can just slow the thing down. I'm trying to get through this game as quick as I can.
Yeah, and the replay, you slow the video down.
More plot. What the deuce?
Speedrun time, baby. Yeah, that's exactly. That's what this is. It's like speedrun game. Fortunately, with the Xbox, you kind of missed it a little bit here. Jay actually revealed all the secret places for a optional side boss that gets you like pretty much the most OP power in the game.
Yeah, similar to a Kamehameha. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta remember to use it on like in this next level just to show it off.
Absolutely, that I want to see you just wreck the last boss.
Yeah, exactly. I'll use it on the final boss.
Oh man, I lost. I was going to fuck around and find out if we could actually do it. I still love that comic so much.
The Dark Antenna.
Absolutely, the X Blast side content, always good stuff. And Jay was actually really good at it because he primarily has a background in developing these RPGs, and of course, like there's plenty of side content and this type of thing. So spot those sensibilities over to this game. Yep, Dark Antenna. This particular stage is also inspired by the Technodrome stage. As far as the music is concerned, as far as when I was composing it, I used the Technodrome from that same Ninja Turtles game. I came up with this. I love this one as well.
I fucking missed it.
No.
Fuck it. I'm taking intentional death.
Sometimes it's just best to just start over. But yeah, 3x Ross, this is the level that we're talking about that streamers consistently told Jay, this level is too fucking hard. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I had a lot of people complain about this fucking level too. It's like,
But
I'm
yeah,
going, you're essentially doing like the final levels in like Dr. Wily, so what do you expect? There we go, much better.
And at this point, if you haven't gotten, like, there's a casual mode, so you don't have to suffer. But if you really want the challenge, and you've been paying attention to this game thus far, and yeah, you'll be prepared for it because you've had the jump and platform to, throughout this entire thing. So.
Oh. That's the segment with the spikes always gets me. In casual mode, those spikes aren't there. So yeah, I definitely did a lot of retweaking in this level. Make me suffer mode.
Make me suffer, daddy.
So good.
Oh my goodness, we're bad. And like I said, folks, if you're liking the stream, please leave comments. Leave comments. We love to talk to everybody here. Any questions on the soundtrack, the game, whatever, please start in the chat.
Exactly. Yes,
And also provide my silly commentary along with his silly commentary, because, for sure, why be serious, be silly. Fun that way. Take the hit from the lasers, kill all these goddamn scorpions. Fuck these scorpions. This fucking scene. This fucking. No, not there yet. So again, just for the stream, let me set this up so I can see exactly what James doing stuff. So I'm actually chat stream with you guys watching this and getting the visual so the section continuously likes me, so yeah. The rope cutting part, I would use or dash or rush. Wait, or dash. Why am I forgetting the name right now? I would use the dash ability instead. I would switch to that real quick to get across those. Although that too, so I'll have to keep that in mind.
The hell? That's weird. I'll have to take a look at that later.
So that'll come up for me in a second. See what happened. It's like it skipped a condition for some reason.
Yeah.
Because of transition.
I'll have to take a look at that.
And as you can tell, folks, even though the game is done, Jay doesn't think. He's always thinks to improve all of his games.
Yep.
Because it's always an ongoing process.
Yep. I'll find it all eventually.
Eventually. Trademarked.
Even all the AAA titles still has bugs. So I don't feel too bad.
It's trying to catch all the bugs in the game. It's like you have a better chance of winning the fucking lottery.
Yeah, no kidding. Most I ever won in the lottery was like fucking $5. I was like, cool, Pepsi.
I get fed on that whole on Pepsi for a little bit. The reason why the spikes need to get tuned was specifically for this stage. This stage is going to let all the spikes, especially the traveling between the trams. So yeah, game is never done. You just have to stop. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Like you can't just continuously come back all the time, but you know, for major things like as I was telling, as we told people earlier, I'll repeat for those that just came in. They're getting a Japanese localization. So not good. To the point that it's pretty much almost done. It's just last minute testing and making sure that things don't look too off the wall, you know.
Yeah. Just a couple things I still gotta also add, and then afterwards it's pretty much ready to go. But if I were to have an estimate of when I can be able to release it, I probably might be able to get it done released by next week.
This fucking part now, the damn spikes chasing after me and shit. This gave me anxiety. Like, oh god.
Oh man, oh jeez.
Oh man, oh jeez, oh man.
Now that
it was a very cool thing to realize. It took us a little bit to really get it done, but you know, so.
And now that I'm porting the game to Japanese, it's actually making me want to actually study the language a little more, just so I can like converse with like Japanese developers and stuff.
Yeah, my Japanese was really fucking basic, and I was actually studying. I actually have a study book that I was actively until I was like, fuck, if I'm not gonna have time for that. So, but now I'm figuring it out. Now I can probably like focus and study on it.
Hello, PK6MQ thingy. welcome to the stream of my game.
And the composer, Abstract the Origin, right here live to go and give color commentary as well. Game reminds me of Magical Joyful on for NES. I've never played that.
Neither have I.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah. One individual said this game reminded him a bit of Faxanadu.
Yo, you know, I can see that vibe. I can see that vibe a little bit.
I've never played Faxanadu. A buddy of mine owns it though. A couple of buddies actually.
I own it as well. I played that extensively as a kid. I played that game extensively as well. He was really good at it. See, I fucked up the X-Blast. I can't read kanji. Come on, man. You can't be flexing on me like that. Come on, man. Come on, man. You can throw that kanji out. Throw a hiragana and the katakana at me. But, man, we got flexing with the damn...
Yabai.
Yabai, man.
Very yabai. And now the last section.
It's a cool game. Yeah, I think Foxon was a very cool game. It's actually It's actually a spin-off, if I remember correctly, of some PC TurboGrafx. I forget, some PC engine game. It's escaping my brain right now. Natural brain rot, folks. Don't mind.
Fucker! Oh!
Did you die?
I just barely touched the spike.
I'm about to see in a second. This part also gave me fucking anxiety.
Yeah, that's probably like the most ball-busting section in this entire level.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Oh yeah, I hate that. My name is Patrick J. The main character powers remind me of Klonoa mixed with Kid Icarus. As you are the creator, your passionate work is perennial praise. Escaping my brain is a good name for a track. Absolutely. I'm probably gonna compose something again.
I played Kid Icarus, but I've never played Clona actually. But I do know of the series though.
I played Klonoa, and Klonoa is very fun to play. I never beat it, but it was very fun to play. Oh, that was weird. Oh shit. You're like, fuck side. I'm just gonna go ahead and flex on everybody here.
Yeah, the only inspiration from this place was a Castle Crush level from DKC2. Fucking fuck! Ah! Why did I make such a bullshit section?
You hate yourself, and you hate everybody else with that.
Yes! It's like, you make me suffer through your fucking level designs, you fucking bastards. Here, try this. Fuck you for making me rage and lost levels.
Oh, thank you to X-Blast. Yeah, like I said, this theme and the previous level all listen to the Technodrome theme song from the arcade game on NES for Ninja Turtles so many times. I love the music in that game. In fact, when I first started to make chiptune, I was trying to the tracks off of that game. DCM drums and all of that. Behind for any December game releases, you plan to buy Castlevania Game Boy Advance Collection for the PlayStation 4. Funny, at least, speaking for myself, I don't know about Jay, but speaking for myself, I already bought Castlevania Advance Collection. I'm enjoying the hell out of that. It's very exciting for me because I used to play Circle of the Moon constantly as a kid on my Game Boy Advance. And it's also been fun playing with others too. I'm on Video Dissonance. That's been a pretty great game so far. Though it's kind of inferior to Circle of the Moon to me. So I'm gonna see what happens. Yeah, it seems to be a thing.
I've never been one for Metroidvanias. Like, I wouldn't mind getting the Castlevania Game Boy Advances, but I more prefer like the old school Castlevania games.
Yeah, I can see that. The classic arcadey style.
Yeah. Like I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to make a Metroidvania, but if I'm going to do that, I'm gonna have to play a few of them just to get a feel for them and all that, just to know what I should or shouldn't do.
Yeah, the great thing about the search action genre, because that's really what it's called, search action game genre, it's like, as long as you can put together a cohesive map, skills that actually work in tandem with that, it's really well. Yes, the showdown with Sork. Yes, Kamehameha him to death. Yeah, I'm thinking about picking that up, but I don't know if I want to pay the Nintendo Premium, $60 price tag immediately at launch just to play Metroid Dread. I don't know. I'm still deciding. Both ain't playing around this time.
Phase 2.
You feel good. Same song too.
Oh, fuck.
I think I read something. Chip something was trying to, I guess, clown anybody like using like the melodies and stuff. It's like, I even have pretty melodies because they sound good. Who gives a shit? If it sounds good, it sounds good. I never understand that type of logic. Oh, you shouldn't use that thing because it's already being used all over the place. And just shut up.
Fucker. Down you go. Here we go. But we're not done yet.
No. Absolutely, 3X Blast, absolutely. Revenge.
The dark aura made manifest.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be exploring more of like the entire aura system in the sequel as well.
That's dope. I can't wait to see how that works out. I'm also loving the art design of the sequel so far, by the way. I just gotta say that. If you guys haven't checked out any footage of the sequel, James been posting it on his Twitter.
Yeah, check my Twitter if you want to see the sequel's work.
Yeah. He throws out regular updates fairly frequently. Of course, he always bounces between all of his games. But, you know, just throw it in the chat so people get to it. Exophobia is a retro shooter. Looks pretty hilarious. That's cool. Now, the flying island concept, did you get that from Sonic and Knuckles?
Maybe. Maybe.
Because I wasn't gonna say nothing, but it did so long like Angel Island to me.
I had to think like my idea was to have the island float in the sky, but I couldn't find a design for it. But then I remembered, oh right, Sonic and Knuckles. I'll take a look at that for reference, and then yeah.
Well, it's a great design. I love the design of the islands, and I have a thing for floating islands. No comment. So that's what I was saying. Abstract, shut the fuck up. Why you trying to get us all in trouble? Nintendo absolutely has to shut the fuck up, but Sega don't give a shit. Sega's like, oh, you're gonna make a fan game? Alright, cool.
Cease and desist.
Oh no, Sega loves fan games. It's Nintendo is always sending cease and desists.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Well, if you're familiar with Mega Man games, you'll see the boss rushes. Oh fuck! I haven't touched Bubble Bobble in fucking decades.
Too, like, I didn't know that. Yeah, it's like it's cool like that. That cool like that. But no, I didn't know that Bubble Bobble levels. Ah, yes, the epic boss conclusion. 3X boss, so Jay actually offered this commentary earlier, but I'm going to explain it here as well. So, Jay actually submitted this game to the Pixel Game Maker contest like a couple of years ago. A couple of guests to make judges. He had Iga-san from, Castlevania Symphony of the Night fame, and Pixel from Studio Pixel judging, and Iga actually played this game. He found that the enemy was too hard. That boss was way too hard.
I found when I saw that comment from him from the Castlevania dude. I just thought it was like, that's kind of ironic considering like the game series you're responsible of, buddy. I find that very like why? He's only like the NES ones, but he was on Symphony of the Night, and then because of the success of Symphony of the Night, that's when Capcom was like, okay, you actually seem to know what you're doing with this. Let's let you see all the Castlevania games from now on. Yeah, it was funny to get that response from him. A Harpy Queen, the Harpy Queen looks like Shantae. That's an interesting comparison.
Right, now I can see that.
That's actually an interesting comparison, but I based the Harpy Queen design off of one of my own designs that I did. Because the earliest draft of this game, I just used a recycled sprite that I used on my RPG series. And just worked with that. But then I just did some slight readjustments here and there.
You know, 3X Blast, I would say that I don't think insanely hard games are less of a thing. I think that more games are just getting more accessible for the most part. And that's always a great thing. I'm still playing hard games out there. I actually played that game a little bit. Mighty Number 9 might have been a bad game on the PlayStation 4. That's good for you. That's good for you, man. That's good for you, Patrick. It's that game in itself is rough. I'm not going to touch that one, but yeah, that game was rough.
That's an interesting comparison, comparing to those goblins to like the ones of Momodora. I'm assuming you're thinking of the fourth game.
Wraith Knight.
This is like a remix of the previous level's theme.
Yep.
Which I thought was a great touch.
Oh yeah, no, degrees that actually came from a 8-bit security video that I watched on
Wrath Knight. I thought it was Spectre Knight, not Wrath Knight.
Honestly impressive though. Well, thank you, 3X Blast. We appreciate that. I mean, hopping back and forth and throwing projectiles. Ah, yeah.
Yeah, remember Under Moonlight? Yeah.
Fuck you and your bubbles.
Oh, motherfucker.
Glass says he loves the sprite for the Kraken. Yeah, I thought that James' design of the Kraken was like a little mix of terrifying, but also hilarious. Because it has like a lot of personality, especially in the eyes.
I got the idea from the design from Shining Force 2, if you ever played that.
I never played Shining Force 2.
Take a look at it, then you'll see the comparisons. Then you'll say, "Oh, that I wonder why it looks familiar."
X-Class, I gotta say, like, for my part in this, I was just merely a bug tester, and just, you know, the idea Joe goes, you know, it's phenomenal. Fixing the everything. He did the hard shit. It's like really easy and challenging at the same time, but I'm used to that design. I really like a couple of games, and now I'm trying to develop my own. So my own first commercial project, which, you know, I'm gonna check my progress out on that. Just go to my Twitter. You'll see all the projects I'm doing on a game called Eden Gamma. Side plug. Sorry, Dick.
Oh, no worries. By all means, check out Abstract's Eden Gamma. Be sure to, what was it? Post the link to it on Twitter. There we go. Here we go! Final boss!
Oh, final boss. Final boss time. It's all come down to this.
And who's the final boss? Evil Magi!
Yep.
Because its interaction when it tried to attack Magi started to influence its appearance.
I'm excited when we can get that off the ground too for the next class. Because I really want to try to get that out, but we're kind of turning everything into the studio too, so it's going to take a little while, unfortunately. Final boss, nigga Shantae.
I fucking love this track. I'd say this is the best one you made. But, like, hands down.
Track 2, this is like, this is definitely outside of the in pose too.
Shit!
Did you die?
No. It uses probably one of the most lethal, most deadly attack in the fight. You'll see in just a second. And it's using it again, you asshole! Ah!
Who son of a beach? Face looks like Montana Max.
An unusual thing. No, the inspiration for this final boss was actually the final boss from Kirby Star Allies.
I think I see what Patrick's trying to say though. It's like the face of the Dark Lord kind of has like the same head shape almost as Montana Max from Tiny Toons.
Originally, this thing had like pretty low defense, but I changed it so it actually has higher defense, making it harder to kill.
So like, just to kind of talk about this game because you know, I think it's interesting. So you would say, for the enemies in this game, you actually put together a separate defense stat for them because so Game Maker has attack stat, but you don't have a defense stat at all.
Yeah, it's all based on percentage for the defense stat.
Ah, gotcha.
So even having a power ring will take a little bit more effort. There we go. Done.
He is dead. And took you a little over 2 hours. So that's essentially, if you buy it on Steam, you're not going to be able to just refund it immediately.
Yeah, you could put, like, if I was playing this on casual, I'd probably get it done a little bit faster, just with
Yeah.
less obstacles in the way.
Right. But you are not powerful enough to kill me.
I may not be, but he can.
Stork to the rescue.
Perfect landing.
Landing. Saw that.
Look at you acting all noble.
Being an absolute fucking terror game. He definitely is based off of Proto Man. Got me as well. Stubborn until the end. Of course, why wouldn't he be stubborn to the end? Yeah, Jay has a really good sense of humor.
But now that the situation's solved, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This track too. I just create nothing but bangers. I don't want to come off as like jocking my own shit, but I'm gonna throw myself for just a little bit. Everything I made was a banger on the soundtrack. Okay.
Oh, definitely. You definitely knocked it out of the park. That's why I know that the sequel's OST is going to just be absolutely amazing, especially with the first one that you made for the intro track. It's like if it's gonna be the intro track sounds this good, I can just imagine how fucking awesome the fucking rest of it's gonna end up turning out.
Yeah, man, I put my whole entire essence into it. Steps for me. There's no cutting corners either. It's just compose the best track I can compose. So I was like, oh god, no. Do. Magi, no.
Shit! No!
You know what would be dope? We get like if we were able to get voice acting for the sequel, that'd be dope.
I'm very tempted to add voice acting, but I'm still on the fence on it.
I think it'd be cool.
Oh, it'd be fucking awesome, but the problem is, like, where do I go to like look for people to do that?
Bro, if you some places, I know where you can go. I know where you can go. I know exactly like a spot. Throw out some stuff and take a look at other people's rates.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to look at people's rates. I'd add myself to like probably cover a voice for one of the characters, because I wouldn't mind doing voice acting myself, honestly.
The staff role. Now I do. I also managed the end credit theme. I really thought I put that right in the middle center. Oh yeah, that's Ross is also right. There's a lot of people on Twitter.
Yeah, most of the sounds was from Bittersweet Entertainment, which was like stocks, like a bunch of sounds, but the victory theme was from Bittersweet Entertainment, but everything else was done by Abstract. But for sound effects, it was Bittersweet Entertainment and BFXC, like a custom sound making program.
Yep. I like that Hungry 2 3X Blast. It's got so much personality.
Ugh, not so perfect landing.
Not bad time. Do 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 do. Thanks, Patrick. Yeah, so many games are such an inspiration to me. I just so much music in general. Oh, what's this?
Pretty much setting up for the sequel.
Yep.
And how pretty much everything the hooded guy said was true. And because of the island floating in the sky, it caught the attention of a lot of people, because what the fuck? Island in the air? What is that shit?
Right.
And a particular group who is centered around Magi and Sork just noticed, like, oh, so that's where it's been all this time.
Soundtrack's huge. Thank you, 3X Blast. Like I said, for the sequel, just as big. It's got more music tracks than the soundtrack, so be ready for it.
Inform the Emperor. Tell him we have found it at last.
It's like some Emperor Palpatine shit.
And that's pretty much it. And that's Arcanion, Tale of Magi.
You're asking what are we gonna play now? It's like this was an impromptu stream that we had to do to complete the release of, again, Jake's first commercial product, first commercial video game. It's a milestone. It's a large milestone. We just wanted to have like a nice little streamer game, show it off a little bit. Is anybody in here that wants to purchase it and try it out yourself? It is on Steam. Yeah, more sales are coming up, so if you want to sell, feel free. But of course, if you can buy it before the sale or whatever, that'd be much appreciated too. There's a link to the game right there. So yeah, we just recently patched this game. Very new patch. It's got some bug fixes. Again, this introduces casual mode. And, we got a Japanese localization coming soon as well. So feel free to check that out.
Yeah. And the update with the English patch, along with a couple other minor fixes, will also be coming. As I said, I'll probably have the update patch next week. That maybe for that's the soonest, but who knows? It could be a little bit later. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
Right. But I think that's it. Unless you got anything else, Jay? Does anybody in the audience in the chat have any questions about the game? Whatever. Now's a good time to throw any questions at us.
Yeah, exactly. If you got any questions, by all means, throw them here.
Double Night on PlayStation 4. Falling into the pit once was very demanding. Yeah, that is demanding. I would Now that's a tall order right there, not fall into a pit.
Maybe I should add achievements to this game or something if I can figure out how to do that. Beat the game without falling on spikes or landing in a pit. That'd be pretty difficult.
The developers of Pixelvania could have help us out with that type of stuff, but you know, hopefully they'll get something soon. I digress. It's the main thing you want to change and add for, or slash add for the sequel. That's a question for you, Jay.
Huh?
You got a question?
For the sequel?
Like,
oh.
What's the main?
Oh, what's the main thing I want to change for the sequel? Pretty much less limiting how you are in this. I wanted to have it so you have a little more freedom in terms of like control for your character. Because like you'll notice when you play this one, it feels like Magi was a little bit limited in terms of like what you can do, in terms of like ability and just mobility and movement and just all around. I want a little more freedom with that. That's why it's a little more feels a little more towards Mega Man X style play than Mega Man Classic. So I'm trying to like gravitate it towards theirs. Like now that you got how like the game goes, now I'm gonna build off of it and make it better, so that way it's less. That way it doesn't. It'll be more easier to play in comparison. Like this game just captures like the more classic feel, but I get more with the modern times with the sequel. If you get it.
It was like it's a little stiff, which that's intentional because that's what a lot of NES games were like back then. So it's like there's some modernizations in this game, there's some homages to previous design, design philosophy from back then. So it's all like an artistic and creative choice at the end of the day. It might not be for everybody, but still the choice everyone had to make.
Yeah, I streamed Mega Man X a little while back. My favorite Maverick is Storm Owl. But in Mega Man X1, I guess my favorite is Sting Chameleon. Though Boomer Kuwanger is pretty close. Is probably like pretty close up there too, because his theme is awesome too. Oh, the N64 era. Yeah, I grew up in the NES and Super Nintendo era. So I'm more...
In fact, my mom told me at 2 years old, I hooked up my NES to the TV myself because I was tired of waiting on them to get the damn thing hooked up for me. Like, we just moved to like unpack. So I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna do it myself. But, there's no more questions. I guess we'll go and end the stream for now. Again, we appreciate y'all coming. Stay tuned. Check both of us out on Twitter. That's what we're most active on. And keep an eye out for development on the sequel. Sequel is underway. I'm composing the soundtrack. Jay's composing is creating a game again. So yeah.
Yeah, by all means. Yep. Check us out on Twitter. You can also check out not only just Arcanion 2, the Mechanos Invasion. You can also see my other series, Fantasia VX and Fantasia 6, which are also in the works. So I'll get around to completing them eventually. It'll take me another like 10 years, who knows?
Well, it's done when it's done, folks.
Yeah, when it's done, it's done. Oh, and Pearl vs. Grey. That's probably the closest. That, in fact, if anything, that game's probably going to be the closest one seeing to completion than the other games mentioned. which is like a callback to the old Donkey Kong 94. So that game was sooner to be released. Like if we're lucky, I could probably get that game released by the end of the year, if everything falls into place.
That'd be dope because it is an awesome looking game. I didn't do the soundtrack on that one. They did hire to get that done. Fantastic work. And the game itself is very, very fun to play. It's challenging too.
Adventure Island. I've only played the Super Adventure Island games. I never played.
I played the originals and the Super Adventure Island, especially Super Adventure Island 2. That's my favorite.
I love the second game.
Yeah, the RPG elements they added into that was pretty advanced for the time. And I'm pretty sure that's where a lot of other people got ideas to like add items and equipment and things like that to a side scroller. Thanks again to Express. We appreciate you coming through. We'll take it easy.
Yeah, thanks for visiting. I think we'll also put end all the questions there, since it looks like everyone's finished.
Cap it off.
Yeah, we'll cap it off there. Alrighty. Thanks everybody for watching. Any closing statements before we go?
The closing statement for me. Abstract and Jim are awesome. That's just how we do.
Hells yeah. We are the best.
And remember, stay kind. Don't be nice. Stay kind.
Exactly.
There we go.
Alrighty. Alrighty then. Thank you all, and see you all again.
Peace.